Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we discuss a statistical method, correlation. Correlation is a very important tool under statistics which analyze relationships between data variables. Correlation is a statistical measure that describes the relationship between two variables. It tells us how strongly and in what direction two variables are related. Henceforth, correlation helps us to understand patterns in data. Used, this method is used in machine learning. That means it is used to create AI tools also. Then finance, economics, and in science field also. It also, this particular function is also used in the research work of social science as well. This method helps to predict trends. For example, if there is any relationship between studier and examination core, like does an increase in study hours improve exam scores? If it is yes, then positive correlation. If it is no, then no correlation. And if there could be negative correlation also. To measure correlation, mostly Pearson's correlation coefficient function is used. So here, using this formula, summation of x minus x mean multiplied with y minus y mean whole divided by root over sum of x minus x mean square multiplied with summation of y minus y mean square. These are actually this below this actually helps to measure the distance between two points in the coordinate. So using this particular formula, we get the value of r, and the value of r always lies between -1 to +1. If it is +1, then there is perfect positive correlation. Near to 1, close to 1, then also positive correlation. If it is -1, then perfect negative correlation. And if it is 0, there is no correlation. The example of positive correlation is height and weight. If height is increased, weight is also increased. Negative correlation, exercise and body fat. If exercise is done, body fat can be reduced. So there are negative correlation. And zero correlation, such as shoe size and intelligence, there is no relation between these two entities. So here the most important part is highlighted with red color, and with this value we can do the interpretation. Someone wants to, if someone wants to avoid manual calculations, because if manually this value is calculated, there can be chance of doing mistakes. So some statistical tool or statistical formula can be used in Excel. Built-in formula is available. The formula is this CORREL, and there are two parameters to include. That is two arrays. Which represent the two data items, and based on the value, Based on the result, we can interpret, we can do our interpretation, like whether it is a positively correlated, negatively correlated, or no correlation at all. Here are some real world examples: stock prices and market trends, temperature and ice cream sales amount, then sleep hours and productivity. Now let us come to some hands-on example. We get some problem statement, and then that we solve in Excel using Excel functions. We do not use the formula, and we do not do any manual calculations. Please stay tuned. Let us go through the problem statement. A teacher wants to analyze whether there is a correlation between the number of hours students study and their examination score. Data is provided here. We have to find out the correlation function, correlation coefficient, that R value, using correlation function between studiers and exam scores. And second question is that plot and scatter plot and add a trend line to visualize the relationship. And from that trend line, we can also do some prediction. So let's try this, solving this problem in Excel. So here we have entered those data which was given in the problem statement. I have given some students' names, hypothetical value, and studiers and the respective exam scores. Now we are going to calculate the correlation between studiers and exam score. There are two ways to do the calculation. The first method, which we use here, that is by using the function which is readily available in Excel, whatever version you are using, so that we can find out from fx or insert function icon, and if we type correlation, and click on go button or press enter, we find this is the function, returns the correlation. And if I click OK, and what I have to enter in array 1 and array 2 will be clearly told or shown in this insert function wizard. And this same thing I can type over here, or I can get it from formula also. More functions, statistical, we can see so many statistical functions available, so we can also find out correlation. So the same thing, so from wizard we can do it, or we can do it by typing. Now this part is coming where we have to enter the value for the parameter. These two parameters are there. So this is the cell range of values, and this should be number, names, arrays, whatever, but whatever things you are taking, you have to convert it into numeric representation. So you cannot enter any non-numeric data here. Okay, so here for study hours, we will not include the heading. Study hour we will not include. So we just take the data from 2 to 18, that is B2 to B11 for array 1, and this one C2 to C11, and our task is already done. If I press enter, result is going to come, and the result is going to come over here where this cell pointer is active, and I have labeled I have put the label over here, correlation between study hours and exam score. So then I will shift this result over just beside it. Fine. So let's click on OK. So the result is coming 0.99. So it is close to 1. And it means what? It means they are positively correlated. So based on the result, what we can do? We can cut it and paste it over here. And I'm highlighting also, and then the interpretation we can write over here in a sentence or paragraph, in a brief paragraph, or I just write over here positive correlation. What does it mean? That you can elaborately uh, mention positively, positive correlation. Now, second question was to draw a chart, to insert a chart, so that you can get it from insert tab, and for that we have to select both the columns, and in here while drawing the chart, always remember you should select the heading as well. It's not just you select those number values, like for correlation calculation we did. We select study hours and exam score both. Then we go for scatter plot, and we are asked to draw the scatter plot along with the trend line. So I'm using it, and we can see the positive correlation also. If you want, okay, from design tool you can also choose the designs with grid lines to means exactly point out some values from the chart. So right now I'm not choosing, and we can also format the chart with the colors change and all this. So labeling is done, and you can also add legends also here under chart tool layout, axis also. And this one is actually is study hour. Study hour versus exam score. So from this trend line we can uh, also predict some value, like here it is given study hour 2, the exam score 50, study hour 4, exam score 55. So in between 2 and 4, like if you want to know if study hour 3 what could be approximately from the plot also, that value can be set. And although the correlation function is not used for prediction, for prediction we use regression, but still from this chart we can also some approximate prediction we can make. So let's come to the next example. Let us see the second problem. Here, the problem statement is a store owner wants to see if there is a correlation between daily temperature and ice cream sales. And the data is given, and questions is to find out correlation, scatter plot to insert, and using the trend line, you estimate ice cream sales on a 95-degree Fahrenheit day. So this is a kind of prediction, approximate sales amount, ice cream sales amount we can also say, although maybe accurate value may not come. So let's try this problem using another method of correlation in Excel. Let us solve that problem. To solve that problem, we already entered that table, the data, and now we try correlation function. We try to calculate the coefficient, correlation coefficient, but we use another method, and for that we are going to use analysis toolpak, which is by default may not be available in your system if you have just installed Excel in a normal way, but those features are the add-on features, and you can always generate it if you need to use it. And in this analysis toolbar you get, along with correlation, other advanced statistical function as well for any kind of market research, any study related research on science, social science. Okay, these particular advanced statistical tools, this I mean Excel functions can also be used. So let's see how to generate or how to get the analysis toolpak in your system, in this window, because it is not in my system right now. It is not available. Usually it comes under data tool, but you can see in the data tool under it, the data means tab, under the data tab on the ribbon you cannot see any analysis toolpak. So for getting it, we click on the office button, go for Excel option, and under Excel option there you find on the right hand side add-ins. One item is there on the left pane of the small window. Under add-ins, if you click the add-ins, then on the middle of the screen you find below that Excel add-ins, and that part you click, and then you click on go, and once you click on go, another small window comes with a heading add-ins, and just click the checkbox for analysis toolpak and analysis toolpak VBA and click on OK button, and then you can see data analysis. This particular icon is showing on the data tab ribbon, and this is used for statistical data analysis. If I click it, then I can see various important statistical functions are available. With this we can do statistical calculations for any research work or any statistical related work. So let's try using this now, because here correlation is available. So for that I need a heading, but let's see and if this analysis toolbar gives me any heading or not, and then I do the labeling and interpretation. So let's try directly from here. Okay, click on correlation, okay, and then you are asked to give the input range, and it can be grouped by column. In my case it is, the data is grouped by column, but sometimes the data can come in means row wise also. So in that case you have to click on group by rows. So here for my data it is grouped by columns, and I am going to choose only the numbers, not the heading. So that means I am starting from B2 till C11. Okay, I do not include this temperature ice cream, these headings. And then these two columns are selected, data selected. If I click on OK, this result will be coming in new worksheet. But if I want in the same worksheet beside it, then I have to click output range and I have to select a portion, okay, part of the sheet. So cursor over cell pointer is over here, and you can select a portion here also if you want. And otherwise, another way, the result can come in a new Excel file if you click on new workbook. Anyways, we are doing it in the same worksheet and same sheet itself, just beside the data, and I click on OK, and I get this table. Now we know what is column 1, that is the temperature and this is ice cream cell, so control C, and here these two I'm replacing. I will do the formatting, or right now I can do the change the alignment, so it will be visible partially, but I have to extend the size of the cell. Similar, this also right click. Okay, once more I have to copy, right click, copy, and because these are uh, uh, means the column headings are written in a horizontal way, means row wise, so but I have to change it to means vertical way, so I go for page special and I go for transpose, and it will come, and now I can just format a little bit the whole table. I can format with borders and bold. These values, these are the values um, which I require, but most important is this one, the relationship between temperature and ice cream cells. This value is most important, so I'm just highlighting with some colors, and we can see there is a positive correlation between temperature and ice cream cells. So we can properly label it also, and we can interpret by writing in one sentence or two, three sentences briefly. And after means writing the interpretation. Like here I'm writing they means this temperature, day temperature, day temperature, and mm, ice cream cells, control V, ice cream cells are positively correlated. I can merge it. This I can write you inserting any notepad also, or I can copy my result in some word processor for documentation. I'm just doing merge and then it is visible. So this is my interpretation. And now second question was plot and scatter chart. So we go for insert and then scatter chart, but before that I have to select these two columns, scatter chart. I'm choosing this. uh, I have another third question to predict a value, so for that I choose this grid line one, and I extend the size of the chart. I can place it in another sheet also, control X. Sheet I have uh, pasted the chart, and here I give the axis title, sales amount, ice cream sales amount actually. So I'm just writing sales amount, and font and all these and colors of the chart I can also change if I want. Now from this trend line I have to do some kind of approximate prediction. So till 90° it is given. I have to find out if it is 95° how much. So from the chart I can assume as well. So we can see 90 to 100, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 grid lines. So that means each value is, 20. Okay, and similarly here also 500 to, that means 100 is divided by 5. So means one grid means then uh, here also, you know, um, this is 500, then it will be 520, 540, 560, 580, 600. Similarly, it is 90. Uh, sorry, difference is 10. So it will be um, 10 divided by 5. That means this will be 292, 94, 94, 96, then 98, 100. So that means here 94 and 96 in between, if I could draw a line, and I can do it from insert and saves, I can take a straight line and or arrow, I can draw a line between 94 and 96. So it is actually, not intersecting my means this trend line. So I just extend, because it's a strip. We can easily see it is a straight line. So this particular line I am making in red color and uh, little bold, and this here I can extend, like insert, save the line. If I just draw a line over here like this, so then I can see this is intersecting almost here. So you can easily see that the price or the sales amount might be approximately, it is 600. So actually, here we can do approximate means prediction. But if there is a tool regression through which we can almost accurately do the prediction. uh, so with this, with two examples and means introduction definitions of correlations, I am concluding my YouTube video, and we meet with another video in another day. And please subscribe my YouTube channel. If you like this video, please share with your friends and also like the video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day.